Welcome back to this course, Introduction to the Java Programming Language. This is a presentation of coding boot camps. This is still session 7, a deeper dive into classes and objects. In this video, we are going to discuss the this keyword. In our previous lesson, we learned about encapsulation, and previous to that, we discussed structures, data structures, arrays, constructs. So we're making great progress on our way to developing Java applications. There is a keyword within Java called the this keyword. It is somewhat, it is something that's often confused. There is a lot of confusion around the this keyword. However, it's not really too difficult. It is a reference to the current object. So the object whose method or constructor is being called. So we could, the way I think of it sometimes is we can actually reuse a variable name, but we can use this to call or make sure that we are referencing the current object. The most common reason for using the this keyword is because a field is shadowed by a method or constructor parameter. So we can see here that we have our public integers x and y. Then we have local integers here in this method, which happens to be a constructor. And when we are calling, or when we are making our, doing our assignment here, when we're calling this constructor, we can see that we are assigning whatever value we passed in for x to the current integer x here. So we are actually using this to reference the current variable. And also here, same thing with the y. So that's what we're actually using this to differentiate x here being passed in from x up here, which is a public integer. And from within the constructor, you can also use the this keyword to call another constructor in the same class. So doing so is called an explicit constructor invocation. And here is another rectangle class with a different implementation from one of the objects section. So again, here we are using this here to reference how the variables are actually passed in. And we can actually see here that we are calling from these constructors, we're actually calling this version of the constructor here using the this keyword. So let's take a quick look again at just a brief example. This is from our lab example. So we could see here the variable current speed, which is being passed in, which is also, if we look near the top of this class, is also our public or our class level variable. And we are passing it in here as part of our method, but you can see here we're actually updating. And here, what's good with Eclipse is we can actually have, it's actually color coded, so we can see which current speed corresponds are corresponding. So we can see this one with the this keyword is highlighted here in light blue, and we can see that it's actually corresponding up here. And the same thing here with direction. So you can see here with current direction, same thing. We can see how the local current direction is corresponding, and we can see here how the current direction called with this is corresponding as well. So we will have a lab a little bit later where we will get some work with the this keyword. So please stay tuned for our next video.